Thank you for tuning in to Andronicus Radio, gathering as one in our sovereign truth from a galactic perspective, exploring our world with new ideas, knowledge, and a promise of a better future. Galactic discussions for galactic-minded people. Andronicus.
Hello everyone, and thank you for listening. We have another regression with Jenifer, and I guess it's a little bit more self-explanatory. And for those of you that are unfamiliar, this is not the typical regression. As I said, Jenifer was, around some elite families growing up, and that's part of the reason why she doesn't show herself. But because of that, and some of the Milabs and different things that she was involved in is pretty intense. But I will also say that I'm grateful that she's willing to share these regressions, because I do think it helps people to see that in some way we're able to reveal and open up certain things that she was kind of hooked into, and to help release some strongholds, attachments, and other types of systems that kind of have been rooted in our reality, and to help her release, but also to help people understand how some of these things have controlled people and how they work. I did have someone contact me and say, I don't know if I want to do a regression. I'm a little afraid that I'm going to get attacked like Jenifer. And I said it doesn't happen like that with everyone, but people have other things going on in their lives that they think that they have to live through, or they have to experience, and they don't necessarily have to. And life can be easier. It's about a desire and wanting to be proactive about some changes in your life, and regardless of everything that's going on around us, there's always time to do some personal work for yourself. Remember, we're going to move through everything, and we're not planning to be stunted or halted or immobilized in any way. So in order to do that, we have to take care of our physical well-being, our mental well-being, and our spiritual well-being. And there's different ways to do it. For some people, it's meditation, which is always helpful. But if you want to dig deeper into working with your karma, that's another issue. And then the third part is, because our world is in a very imperfect state, and what's been going on throughout our generation is heavy experimentation from the astral, and working on putting people into Milabs and other programs. And so even as some of these programs are disbanded, or they're not as ongoing and active, there's still these strange entanglements and even entities that were involved that may be limiting people to some degree. And so Jenifer, being very sensitive and also psychic, she can easily go into regression, but also is sensitive to when they're trying to do things to her physically and have used her in the past. And so we do eventually find some old and some current things that are attached to her here. There are some names that are listed, but if you notice that the entities can take on any form, and so that's what we're looking at, kind of like when we talk about the Shaw House, or Paul Serene and Quantum Break. These they take on the form of the celebrities, or the celebrities have already made some kind of soul contract where there's a vacancy inside of them, and so the entities are able to move through them, and that's why they get into the type of things that they do and become extremely famous, but it's not really them anymore. It's a horrible thing. It's quite a trade-off. I personally don't think it's worth it. I think that we should all, a lot of people strive to be famous or, get attention in all different ways, but remember there's a price to be paid for that. So always, try to walk an honest path and try to be reminded that, yeah, you might get ahead in one way and you might undercut another person and then you're on the headline and you're this and that, but what are you forfeiting in the process? I mean, when everything's said and done, a lot of that stuff is superficial. It will never be fully gratifying, but that's not a topic exactly for this regression. But I thought I'd just bring that up, that why celebrities are named in some of these regressions is because that they've made some kind of contract, and the entity takes on multiple forms, not just one. And but when they present themselves in the astral, that's how they look. So nevertheless, let's move forward and listen to the regression, and hopefully this is helpful to you. And thank you so much for your support, and continue listening. And also for those that are interested, remember we have the book, the Andronicus Transmissions, that came in. It will help you to understand some things that are going on right now as well. Take care and enjoy. Okay, let me take a look. Something just came at me. Reptilian.
In my house?
Yep.
Kind of reptilian.
Reptilian. And then I heard Montague.
As in Romeo and Juliet?
Sounds like it.
Where did that come up for me just recently? I just saw something about Montague and the Capulets. Maybe it was in that show.
Okay.
Okay.
It's another reptilian.
I don't consent for any of these beings to be in my space.
Okay.
I think I'm inside of a castle. There's a big window in front of me. It's snowing outside. There's red curtains on the side. The furniture's like an eggshell color. There's a fireplace to my left. Looking around the room. A man in there. One of the windows is open. I have a yellow or a cream colored dress on. And there's a woman in front of me with a dark purple aubergine colored dress on. A high lace collar with a brooch in the middle.
Do you know what time period this is?
1788.
Do you know where this castle is?
I think it's in France.
Okay. And do you know what your name is?
Just for Vivienne.
And who are you?
Vivienne de Strasbourg. Vivienne of Strasbourg.
Hmm.
I'm 18. These are my parents. They're visiting me. I'm married.
What is your husband's name?
Arthur. I'm on the court of the king. My husband's somebody important to him. I don't know what. Father's name is Louis. My mother's name is Irene.
Are you at all connected to that Vivienne that was who interacted with in Switzerland?
She's an aspect of me. She's seeing DNA strands in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Crossover of some sort.
Are you at all connected because of her to that Christian Satania paradigm?
I don't consent and I don't agree. Whatever was just put in my eye, take it out immediately.
Yep.
Pull whatever out of my eye. Something is trying to record this.
Is she connected to your rancha? Are you connected to your rancha because of her?
I'm getting a yes. But I just saw a plant. I said that and I saw a potted plant.
Does the plant mean something that hooks you in?
It's in a weird pot. It's a square pot that's yellow. It almost looks Asian. It's like one of those pots you would find a bonsai tree in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a bonsai tree. It's almost like a fir tree. Like a Christmas tree. There's something, there's pine cones inside it. Pine cones inside its bark. It's really thick on the bottom, and it's like they look like pods. Maybe I don't know what they are, but they look like very, very young pine cones. They're not on the branches; they're in the bark. It's sitting right next to the fireplace next to me. I won't let anybody go near it.
Can you break yourself from your rancho? Even the other aspect of you that met with a while back?
I have to do something first. There's something on my jaw.
Why don't you have it removed?
I'm asking for it to be removed. Something they put on my jaw at night when I sleep. A leather strap.
What do they put that there for?
To keep my mouth shut. It's not. I don't know what this is. I go to sleep with it at night around my chin. Goes up around my head. It keeps my mouth closed for doing something to my chin and my neck. It just hurt isolation if I don't do it. If I don't put it on, I heard in French, isolement. They isolate me. I'm asking if I can break ties with this VVN. They're saying I can't. Seeing somebody shake their head. Get out of my neck. Whatever's trying to get to my face, whatever, stop it. I don't consent and I don't agree. They're going to inject my neck with something. Get it out. Or do
Is
I
that
have
part
to
of the
do
program for Urantia?
part of something? I can't figure out what, but there's this tree that has these pine cone eggy looking things that I'm supposed to protect.
Why don't you let's take that tree and bring it up to Rodan and see what needs to be done with that.
Okay. Something just turned gold inside of those eggs.
Okay, it doesn't feel right. Feels like they're trying to launch something. Shut down, delete, and uninstall any and all programs.
Shut down, delete, and install any and all programs connected to this tree. I don't consent and I don't agree with it. I have to unplug, delete, and uninstall all of it right now. So be it. Now I see a leather belt with a big brass belt buckle on it.
Who does that belong to?
I don't know, but I think it was on somebody, and now I'm seeing it. It's in front of me. It's something that they used to hit me with.
Who's they?
It's a threat. It's a big pilgrim-looking guy. Really heavy-set guy.
Did you change and you're no longer in the 1700s?
No, I'm somewhere where there's pilgrims. And they wear those weird, like, black,
Yeah, outfits with the hats and the buckles on the hat and the...
Yeah. Now I'm a maid. Wearing a light blue and mauve dress.
Did you lose status? Or is it another aspect of yourself?
It's another aspect. Emma. My name is Emma.
And where do you live?
England.
And who are you made for?
I count Bradbury or something in Sussex. Got brown hair. I can see what I look like. Got brown hair, but it's tied up in a bun, and I've got a white thing over my head. About 19, 20 years old.
Is he at all related to the royal family or Harry? Because I think he's connected to Sussex.
Bridgeport. Just heard Bridgeport.
The first recorded sources as the first king of the South Saxon reigning in what is now called Sussex is called Ael or Ella. Ael and 3 of his sons are said to have landed at a place called Simonsora and fought against the local Britons. Okay, but I saw that L name, the King of Sussex. What was the Bradbury? There's another section, Bridgeton?
Bridgeport.
Bridgeport. Okay.
Let's see where the Saxons could go.
So, what is your connection to this count? Is it just, do you clean for him, or is there like a relationship, or?
I'm a maid. I'm the daughter of the cook. But the head cook is male, not a female. You can see myself with 2 buckets of water, and I'm walking through like a quarry, an area in the middle where do all the washing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking through there. It's kind of cold. There's a guy that's like the head of all the servants that beats us with that belt when we do something stupid. Gets me a lot, but I think he's done something to me. I don't like him. His name is Albert. It's weird. I feel like I look at myself and it feels like I look like one of my sisters. Got dark hair and a mole on my face. It's not really that. It's on her face.
Are you
Why am I
happy?
being shown this?
Okay.
Not really. I just want to ask why. Oh, I see. I just walked outside of the courtyard and there's another one of those trees. There's one of those trees in the... Somebody just stabbed me. There's... At the end of the courtyard, there's another one of those trees sitting there in a bucket. It's a different looking tree, but it has, again, some of those eggy things in them.
Is this related to the Ishtar thing that we talked about earlier? The eggs, Easter eggs?
Oh, I don't know. You think this was planted? This is something that they're trying to throw me off with?
I don't know. As the Count, is he a vampire?
I don't know.
Do you have a sexual relationship with him?
Yeah, I just saw an image of me being hit by him. I have a bloody nose and he's raping me.
Mm-hmm. He has like a dark side to him?
Very dark.
Yeah. Does he have something to do with this hijacking of some of the Ishtar artifacts?
Something, I just saw one of those eggs with something green on them now. There's something different about these.
They're trying to disguise them?
Yeah. They're hidden in plain sight. You wouldn't think anything of them if you wouldn't notice it. But it's like a tree that gives birth to eggs. I don't know how else to describe it. It's in the corner, but I'm responsible for it. Just like I was in the other place.
It's on the inside. It's inside the...
No, it's inside the courtyard, but it's outside. It's like sitting on the side of a wall where there's an opening and there's a bunch of trees and it's on the edge of it. But I'm responsible for it for some reason. But I don't know why. Getting hit. Why is somebody hitting me? Somebody's shaking me.
Because they don't want you talking about this. I want you to present that plant up to Rodan again. And we're going to ask you to remove the power of this vampire. Does he have another name? The vampire name? Like maybe from an older?
Rudolph Resniak. Sorry, it's in my eye. I don't pretend I don't agree. Get this out of my eye right now.
Did he just try to stop you from talking about him?
Yeah, they're trying to put a worm in my eye. I can see like swamp water. I think they're trying to drown me or something.
So you don't consent or agree?
I don't consent and I don't agree. I'm always safe. Unplug, delete, and uninstall. Pulling myself out of whatever this is.
Could he be at all connected to Rudolf Hess?
That's who he is.
Okay. Does he have black hair?
Yes, sleek, slimy black hair.
Yep. So that's a Nazi. You want to break ties with him?
Break all ties, vows, oaths, photos, contracts, agreements, and connections between myself and Rudolf Resniak and Rudolf Hess in all time, space, reality, past, present, and future, alternate space, in between space, parallels, pocket realities, in realities, quantum fields, and any and all context of reality right now. I do not consent, do not agree to any kind of program, overlay, or agenda. Between myself and any soul aspect of myself and Rudolf Hess, unplug, delete, and uninstall. There's a soldier in front of me with a Nazi uniform. He looks like the guy from, do you remember Hogan's Heroes?
Yeah, Clink, the one with the
No,
lens, or the heavy set guy.
yeah, no, Clink, the one with the lens.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the lens in his eye. It just looks like him. He's got a lens
Yep.
over one eye. I've got a black velvet robe on now over my head.
Would you ask to take that off?
Taking this off. Not me. I'm looking at a woman doing that. It's not me.
Is not you wearing the black robe?
No, it's another woman. She has frizzy red hair.
Huh.
Not me.
I don't think she's supposed to be wearing the robe either. Who is that woman? Does she also go by the name Cheryl?
Cheryl Hay. Cheryl Hay. Or Cheryl Hay. I don't know why. Cheryl Hay. Just laughing.
Yep. I'm going to ask to present this one to the High Courts to Rodan.
Get off my head. Stop touching me.
Was that robe that she was wearing, was that mine? When I was Sigrun?
Yeah, it's not black. It's dark purple. It's almost blackish purple. She took it from you.
Yep. It wasn't purple, but she probably changed the color.
I don't know. It's a weird bear with amber colored eyes.
It's a reptilian. I don't know where they're all coming from. I'm going to ask to have them removed, all reptilians removed from the space right now. Rodan.
Because I saw that thing, because of that picture where we noticed that there are reptilians in the government. I think that's what, I don't know. Maybe
Yep,
it is.
it can attract them because they seem to like attention.
Looking up at the stars, I don't know where I am. I just see black and stars.
Okay, why don't you return back? Are they trying to take you somewhere? Reptilians? I want you to break ties with them.
Break all ties, vows, oaths, photos, contracts, agreements, and connections between myself and the reptilians in all time, space, reality, past, present, and future. Alternate space, in between space, parallels, pocket realities, and realities in all dimensions, in all context of reality. I do not consent, I do not agree to any kind of program, overlay, or agenda, or being taken anywhere. I have to unplug, delete, and uninstall all of this right now, and so be it. Just for damn it.
Did you come back?
Yeah, but I think I'm in a cave.
I don't know if you
You'll
should.
see the stars, but I think I'm in a cave or something.
Okay, let's bring you back to where you belong. Are you supposed to be in the cave, or
No,
you're trapped?
put me there.
Who did?
I don't know. Something like a old man with long gray beard. Or druid. I don't know if it's a druid that did that.
Why don't you ask to break ties and be free of the druid?
I asked to break ties and be free of the druid or whoever the hell put me in here. I asked to be placed back in my natural space and timeline.
Who is that druid? What is his name?
Deeger.
Deeger?
Deeger. John Deeger.
John Giger?
John Deeker with a D. Oh, John D.
Oh. What did you look like?
Long black hair. A girl with long black hair.
How old were you?
Maybe 18, I don't know. Maybe older. A colorful dress on. A weird, like all these different colors on my dress. Like a patchwork dress, I think I'm for. Am I helping it? I think I was like maybe I was reading a crystal ball or something. Just try like lying to people. I feel like I'm one of those stupid like gypsy things, or you know, somebody that says I can read your future.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what I was doing.
And you got caught up with him.
Somehow.
What does he do with you?
We put me in this cave thing. He sells me. He sold me.
What is your name?
Irina.
Are you British or are you from another place?
No, I'm not. I'm from Eastern Europe somewhere. Irina. I feel like I'm a Roman, like a Romanian gypsy or something. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I was. I don't know. I can't figure out what I look like. It's like these are layers on top of what I actually look like. Like it's a costume.
Why don't you ask to reveal what you truly look like and without any distortion?
I have to reveal what I truly look like without any distortion. Purple haze around me. Pulling it off. I'm actually a young girl with blonde hair, long blonde hair, blue eyes, wearing like a white nightshirt. I'm his slave.
So now you're blonde.
Yeah, it was all a costume. He hides what I look like for some reason.
Are you not supposed to be with him, or if you're recognized, would you be found, or?
Well, I'm not supposed to be there, and he's hiding me, but I don't know why he's hiding me. I'm young. I'm like 13 or so.
And now you're younger.
I'm not, yeah, because the stuff he put on me made me look older, and I was like giving false prophecies to people. But I don't know why.
Is your father or mother or someone recognizable, like someone from one of the local families, and you're missing?
There's more. I'm not the only one. I don't know that it's a prominent family. I think I'm just a local. But there's a lot of young girls that go missing. Get this off my foot. He's trying to put a chain on my foot. Get off of my foot right now. I don't consent and I don't agree. Off right now. He's getting mad at me. He's trying to clamp my leg down. I'm like skin and bones. I'm really, really malnourished. I don't have a lot of strength.
But he's using you.
Yeah, and I can't fight him off. He's using me for something. He keeps me chained up to the wall.
Is he using like something from your life force, or?
There's something in my space right now. There's something in my room.
Like what?
I don't know, but I can feel some heaviness.
Asked to have it revealed?
Whatever is in my space, I ask to have it revealed. Seeing horns. Like yellow horns on something. Yar, that yar thing, yar de coco.
Yeah.
The horns on it. I don't consent to this. I don't consent and I don't agree. I break all ties, vows, oaths, photos, contracts, agreements, and connections between myself and yar de coco and all time space reality. Past, present, and future, alternate space, in between space parallels, pocket realities, and realities, all dimensions. I don't consent and I don't agree to you. Get out of my space. It's black smoke being pulled out. I feel this heaviness. There's a thing above my head in that space with John D. It's made out of feathers and shells. It's above my head. He's pulling life force from me from this thing. He's using it to do something. But there's bone or something in it. And it's shaped like an egg.
The bone is shaped like an egg?
No, this whole thing, it's made out of feathers, leaves, and bones, and it is shaped like an egg. It's above my head where I'm sitting. See white feathers swirling. There's light on the inside. I've got one of those things around my neck again. That strap. It's around my chin. So I just bolted my leg. Get this out of my leg. Crying because I am in pain.
Okay, I'm going to ask to have you freed from that space and break ties with John D.
Break all ties, vows, oaths, photos, contracts, agreements, and connections between myself and John D. In all time, space, reality, past, present, and future. Alternate space, in between space, parallels, pocket realities, and realities, all dimensions, and any context of reality. Do not consent. I do not agree to any kind of program, overlay, or agenda between myself and John D. Unplug, delete, and uninstall what's so be. There's a cat. There's a black cat. Cat can talk.
Is he working with John D, the cat?
It's a weird cat. It's not a normal cat. It almost looks like a stuffed cat, but it's moving around. It's like a toy cat, but it's moving around.
Okay, why don't we ask
Around
to pull that thing out? That doesn't sound right.
Has to pull this thing out and away from me, please. And I ask to be pulled back out of this place that it's not a nice place.
Does this have something to do with the cats with Michael as well? Someone insert that?
I don't know. This feels like a joke. This feels like something weird. Like
it was inserted out of nowhere.
Yeah, doesn't fit. Cat's name is Calliope. Callie.
Calliope. Calliope, I think that's related with carnival.
Isn't Calliope a Greek name? Nail. Get the nail out of my foot. I thought Calliope was a Greek name.
I think that's Cassiopeia.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, maybe Calliope is also a muse who presides over eloquence and epic poetry. Also for harmony of her voice. Hesiod and Ovid called her the chief of all muses. Is this connected to?
That's how she connects to.
Yeah, when I break ties with her.
Oh God, that thing over my head. That she's wearing it as a crown on her head right now. She's stabbing my foot. Break all ties, vows, oaths, widows, contracts, agreements, and connections between myself, Calliope, Cassiopeia, in all time, space, reality, past, present, and future, alternate space, and between space parallels, pocket realities, in realities, in all dimensions, and in all context of reality, I do not consent. I do not agree with any kind of program, overlay, or agenda between myself and these beings. Unplug, delete, and uninstall. She's standing there in the robe that's like flesh colored with that thing I described, the feathers and everything on her head, and one of those, what are those old fashioned musical things? They look like a portable harp.
Yep.
In her hand. Fuck, she's weird. And she's sticking stuff in my eyes too.
Tell her she doesn't have permission to do that.
You don't have permission to do that. She's the one that's putting the strap on my chin.
There's a picture of her with someone, with an old man with horns coming out of his head.
Is she working with Yara Coco?
It looks like it.
She's a crap. She's laughing. She's saying something about music.
Let's undo all of it right now.
I have to undo all this BS right now and put everything back to its natural place and time.
And
whatever was taken from me or Jess, I asked her for it to be given back right now.
Okay, I just saw some stuff move. There we go.
Is that why Mita showed up today? Doesn't he like the music?
Midas might have gotten freed from something.
Oh, that's good. Maybe she was one of these horrible women that would torture him when he was Rupert.
Yep.
Just heard Shania Twain. Why did I just hear Shania Twain? Mark Twain. Just saw darkness, like a dark color in Shania Twain. Why am I saying Shania Twain? Why am I being brought to this? She took an aspect from me. Oh, she lives in Switzerland.
She does?
Yeah. She lives in Switzerland. Whoa. I think she's what I have to disconnect from Vivienne. For some reason.
Is she used from like programs, or is she connected to anybody else that you know?
Something with her husband. She's married to a guy and he cheated on her. It's a weird story about her. She's got it's a weird, convoluted personal story. But something affected me in Switzerland. I know she lives there now. I think she just became a citizen. I'm just gonna break ties from her.
Yep.
Break all ties, vows, oaths, widows, contracts, agreements, and connections to myself and Shania Twain and this Vivienne character, and Urantia, and all time, space, reality, past, present, and future, alternate space, in between space, parallels, pocket realities, in realities, all dimensions, any and all context of reality, quantum fields. Right now, I do not consent. I do not agree to any kind of program, overlay, or agenda between myself and Shania Twain and Vivienne. Unplug to enter Urantia, unplug, delete, and uninstall. Why am I seeing Tina Turner? She also lives in Switzerland.
Break ties with her.
Break all ties, vows, oaths, widows, contracts, agreements, and connections between myself and Tina Turner in all time, space, reality, past, present, and future, alternate space in between space, parallels, pocket realities, and realities, all dimensions, quantum fields. In any and all context of reality right now, I do not consent, I do not agree to any kind of program, overlay, agenda, or connection between myself and any and all soul aspects of myself and Tina Turner. Unplug, delete, and uninstall, and so be it. Ivan Turner. Who's
Or is it
Ivan
Ike?
Turner?
Is it Ike Turner?
Ike Turner. That's the connection. Ike Ivan Turner. How the
That's your
fuck did I
ex-husband.
get pulled into this? The one that was violent.
Mm-hmm. Want to break ties with him?
Break all ties, vows, oaths, photos, contracts, agreements, and connections between myself and Ike Turner in all time, space, reality, past, present, and future. Alternate space in between space, parallels, pocket realities, and realities in all dimensions, in all context of reality right now. I do not consent, I do not agree to any kind of program, overlay, or agenda to myself and Ike Turner. Unplug, delete, and uninstall, and so be it. Something just got put into my right calf.
They're trying to insert something into you. Break it.
Yeah.
Break all ties.
Break
Shut
all
down,
ties.
delete.
Shut down, delete, and uninstall. What is this thing? It looks almost like a piece of glass. What the fuck is that? This Urantia shit.
Yep.
It's like an icicle, but it's blue. It's glass.
Is it from the other Vivienne in Switzerland?
Yeah, yeah. Something. This is old. I think it's that girl I was involved with that did the orthobiotomy.
And she did some kind of work on your foot?
She was like my Reiki master.
Mm.
She was the one that introduced me to Manfred, that old Rothschild guy. Holy shit. Get out of both of my legs right now. I don't know what this is, but they're trying to strap me into shit. I do not consent. I do not agree. And I'm getting pissed off now. Some kind of a, this has been like an iron something that was connecting both of them. What the fuck did they have me in? Kind of weird iron boots or something. I think I'm pulling myself out of it. That's why it hurts. What the hell is this thing? Had me hanging upside down.
Pull yourself out of it.
I am. I'm pulling myself out. Can I give Rodan this contraption? Whatever the fuck this is?
Yep. Yep.
It's all rusty. I can literally feel on my feet where it was dug in.
Maybe the portal's right there by your foot. We're going to ask to shut down any and all portals related to Vivienne and related to you anytime in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Or Urantia.
I don't consent and I don't agree to my body being used as any portals or anything in my space ever. I would like to ask to shut down, delete, and uninstall any and all portals that are on my body, near my body, and in my space. I don't consent to that. Something just fell like a trap. It turned into like a bear trap. It just snapped.
Going to ask to have that removed from the space. Present it up before the high courts.
I know what this is connected to. This is connected to, I just saw the image. When I went in and I started doing the research about Somerset Belanoff, I went into the dark web for like 5 seconds. Remember I told you I saw really disturbing images? I just saw it in front of me. It was going into the dark web. I opened something. I don't know how. I asked to close that down immediately.
Ask for forgiveness for going into the dark web and viewing these horrible things.
And viewing these horrible things. I asked to shut down, delete, and uninstall it. I'll never do it again, I promise. It was for research. The intention was good, but I asked for forgiveness for having done that. It's a white wolf. It's walking away from me. A bloody tail.
It's like a demon or something.
Shit is dark.
Came from some magic that someone did in Switzerland. It's an entity that came through a portal.
God, I'm sorry if I opened any other things up to anything that I did when I was in Switzerland. I'm sorry.
They're shutting down some things in the dark web. I'm asking to pull out any and all demons. Satanic ritualist spells. Unnecessary entities, deaths, negative ETs.
Disgusting. Why do I think that movie, remember that movie that you talked about with Peter that was like X-rated from the dark web? That was Serbian. We're talking a lot about Serbia right now and Bosnia. Why are we talking so much about them?
And asked to pull out any and all entities, demons, anything that's going on in Serbia.
And Bosnia.
Want to shut down Bosnia, was shut down, delete, and uninstall. And from all time, space, reality, portals. And help to release any and all souls that are trapped and bring them to their proper place and time. Okay.
Thank you. My feet are better now.
Good. So you see that you, just by looking at some of these things, you can open up portals.
Yep. I don't
Did
mean
you break
to.
ties with Belanoff again?
Break all ties, vows, oaths, photos, contracts, agreements, and connections between myself and Somerset Belanoff, our entire family, the Wetton Group, Alphi and the Butcher, and all time, space, reality, past, present, and future, alternate space, and between spaces, parallels, pocket realities, in realities, all dimensions, now in all context of reality. Right now, I do not consent. I do not agree to any kind of program, overlay, or agenda. To myself and all of these beings, any aspect of myself. I have to unplug, delete, and uninstall all of it, and then do it, and so be it. Something just came off of my head like a crown. A weird something. It wasn't a crown, it was like a metal circle or something.
Is there anything else that you see?
I heard Gorka.
Gorka?
Gorka. I don't know what Gorka means. Gorky or Gorka. Gorka. Samael?
Samael?
Something is around him named Sam.
Sebastian Gorka was the Deputy Assistant to the President of the United States.
I heard Gorka. You asked me that question. I heard the name Gorka.
Yeah. There's Gorka on Morka. Tabletop skirmish war game.
Definitely heard Gorka. Oh, well, there you go. I don't know.
So Samael?
I don't know if it's Samael. I heard Sam. And then I heard A-L.
Yeah.
So they put together, so it has to be Samael. Yeah. Why do
you
I
see?
Gargamel around him again? Sorry, this sounds stupid, but that comedy guy, that cartoon guy, Gargamel, it's like the wizard that wants to eat all the Smurfs. And he's got the cat Azrael around him.
Yeah, so it's Azrael, it's the angels. The angels are causing problems.
They're trapped somewhere. Just saw her in a bird cage.
Who trapped her?
Cage. This Gargamel thing, one of the angels, Gargamel or Azrael. Azrael did it, I think.
And who's been acting as her, replacing her?
Something Sophia. Sophia, it's an AI, isn't it? Like the Mother Earth thing. fake Mother Earth, Sophia. I heard Sophia.
I'm going to ask Rodan to come in and Shiva and destroy everything that is there to interfere with my life and their life and the life of Jenifer.
There's a hook that just got taken off that was on your back, my back. It's like a hook hooking us all in. And it just got pulled off.
Okay, whatever they're trying to do is create misery and break relationships. Anyone that's in a relationship that's happy, they're trying to destroy it.
I just saw red high heel shoes. I'm sure it's something stupid having to do with that. Just saw a big piece of, I just saw like a very cold landscape. And when you said that, I saw dressed in a maroon colored scuba outfit and he just dove underwater. But I want to see what he was doing before. He had a piece of glass.
Is that like the glass that dug into you?
Yep. It's like the same thing that was in my foot.
You're going to break that glass?
It's connected to this Gorka thing. The Morka Gorka thing.
The war games.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really... I'm going to ask to have him removed.
I don't know what that is.
It's Azrael. Maybe that's related to the dolphin or the dolphins.
Oh yeah, they're from the dolphin.
Anything else? I just saw a deck of cards. Oh, that's the end of that game, and I see like a saloon room. Like the Old West.
There's an angel wing. Just one.
Who's it belong to?
I don't know.
This is not mine, right?
Ouch. Ow. God, stop it. No, whoever has it doesn't want me to see. It's that being that has that one angel wing that you found with. It's that being.
That's that Ashtaroth or something.
Yeah, he just stabbed me because I saw him.
That's Ruvik or Ravena. Did I get him?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, or is that good? I just saw a vehicle. Blue vehicle. And a man with a high, like Desi Arnaz, kind of black, poofy hair. I think he's another vampire.
Why are there so many vampires around me right now?
No. He goes by the name of Aramond.
Stuff touching me. Armand. Like Armand Assault. An actor. Look up Armand, Armand Assault. He was in that. Remember that Goldie Hawn movie where she plays Private Benjamin?
Yeah.
She marries that football player.
Yes.
That's Armand Assault.
Oh my god, he does. He looks like a vampire.
He's French.
Wow.
Just tried to burn my foot. What is it with my feet?
Jeez, who did?
No, vampire. Something just put a match up to my foot. My feet alone. Something coming out of my skull right here. Somebody tried to slice my skull open right here. You can see the indentation. Asking for healing on this right now. Oh, and it went through my eye. What is that?
Oh, what did they put in your eye?
I don't think they put anything in my eye. Something sliced. my head open. There was a slice from here and it went all the way down. It sliced my eye open, but I can't figure out. Something icy, something cold.
It was one of the Nordics.
Well, I don't consent to that. I don't agree to that. Undo whatever they did. Destroy that weapon that they have.
It's John Travolta.
Come on.
Break ties with him.
Break all ties, vows, oaths, photos, contracts, agreements, and connections between myself and John Travolta. You know, he has a daughter named Ella.
Maybe that's why you've been looking at his daughter.
I haven't been looking at his daughter. When did I look at his daughter?
You sent a link on that. Did you?
Yeah,
you were
but-
also called Ella, weren't you?
Yeah, that was my name.
Were you connected to his daughter at all?
I think through Eugenie from the monarchy. Why is that coming up?
Why don't you pull yourself back? Have they been using your energy?
Princess Eugenie and Ella have my energy. Why?
Just take it back. And then we'll be able to see it.
I just took it back. Ew.
Without attachments.
Ella thing's a Pleiadian. And Eugenie, I don't know, fuck Eugenie just turned old.
So she's like part of the undead.
Oh, so gross.
It's amazing how they get the undead have children.
Break all ties, vows, oaths, photos, contracts, agreements, and connections between myself, Scientology, John Travolta, Princess Eugenie and her husband Jack and her child August, and Ella Travolta in all time, space, reality, past, present, and future, alternate space, and between space. Parallels, pocket realities, hidden realities in all dimensions. I do not consent. I do not agree to any kind of program, overlay, or agenda. To myself and any soul aspects in these beings, I ask to take everything back that they took from me, and I also ask that anything that they've taken from anybody else be given back to anybody else, everybody else that they've taken from. Why is he bald?
Who?
John Travolta.
Because he is bald naturally.
He is?
Yeah.
I can feel him. He's a really bad guy. He's got ice colored eyes, but weird. Priyanka Chopra. She's right next to him. Why is Priyanka Chopra next to John Travolta?
Has to have her removed.
She doesn't want to go. She's holding onto his arm.
She's like his guardian or something. You don't have any power here anymore. You're all done. She's like a fake goddess.
Her eyes just turn black.
Yeah. I'm going to present her before the high courts for everything that she's done on the planet. Oh, it's Ravenna. Here it is.
Oh, God.
I see Armin Asante. He's looking at you. He's Indian as well. It's Ravenna again. Great.
Why? Prickle ties, vows.
You try to turn into like two cobras entwined.
Agreements and connections between myself and Ravenna in all time, space, reality, and Armanda Sun. In all time, space, reality, past, present, and future, alternate space, and between space. Parallels, pocket realities, hidden realities in all dimensions, knowing all context of reality. I do not consent. I do not agree to any kind of program, overlay, or agenda between myself and Ravenna and Armanda Sun. Unplug, delete, and uninstall. I also ask that if there are any portals on my feet, the bottom of my feet, I ask for them to be closed up right now. I ask for healing around these areas and for them to be closed up once and for all. My feet are not to ever be used for anything unnatural.
Right.
So be it. I had weird Indian slippers on. They just came off. They were like silver in color. They just came off of my feet.
Whatever Ravenna had hooked you into has to be pulled out of it. I'm going to do the same.
I asked to be pulled out of anything that Ravenna had me connected or involved with, and I asked to undo everything that was done. I asked for forgiveness if I participated in it, and I asked for everything to go back to its natural place and timeline. Just some spark just went off in front of my face. Something snapped.
How are we doing?
We're fine, but I think we're done.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to come back. And any entity that was around, we're going to ask for protection that they cannot find their way back into the space. Or if they need to be removed from all time-space reality, they can do that. Have them removed, and any timeline, we ask to reset that back into the proper timeline. But those entities are not allowed to come back up into this time, which is February 27th, 2021. And this has been a very interesting experience, but it's not going to affect you in any way negative. It's only going to be able to look at it from an objective point of view, and then it will not harm you in any way emotionally, physically, or mentally.
Just there's a ship. I see a rectangular ship, and it's got mosaics all over it. It's very intricate, and I don't know why I'm seeing it.
Whose ship is
it's right in front of me. It looks like a Rubik's Cube, so it looks like that I don't know the name of that.
Ruvik? Is it connected to Ruvik?
Yeah, it is.
Break ties with Ruvik. We just said Ruvik does not have permission to come up into our reality, in our time-space reality. I'm going to ask to present this ship to Rodan into Shiva.
You just took it. It's a very intricate, old-looking ship.
Yep.
With a lot of like Indian stuff on it. I break all ties, vows, oaths, photos, contracts, agreements, and connections between myself and this Ruvik and the Ruvik ship in all time, space, reality, past, present, and future. Alternate space and between space, parallels, pocket realities, and realities in all dimensions. Do not consent. I do not agree to any kind of program, overlay, or agenda between myself and any soul aspect of myself in this ship. Unplug, delete, and uninstall. And so be it. Gratitude, knowledge, I'm always loved and heard.
Okay. So as I said, nothing can come up into the present time that doesn't belong here. It is February 27, 2021. This has been an interesting experience. You are safe, secure, and protected always. Surrounded by the beautiful white light. Starting to come back up. 1, 2, starting to become more aware of the sounds of the room. Wow.
Wow.
And Ruvik thought he was going to pull a fast one on us, huh?
When you were saying nothing can come into this reality, I saw this ship and I could see the planet, and I'm like, oh, no, no. And it kept on trying to make me like, oh, no, it's okay, it's okay. I'm like, no, I'm telling her. I'm not letting this happen.
Yep. Trying to pull a fast one on us.
Pieces of shit. Okay, just do me a favor. Check my back. Something's hanging onto my lower back. Again. I can feel it. It feels like a ton on my back.
It looks like a skeleton. Whatever it was, I think we killed it. It's one of the vampires.
God damn it. Fuck, this hurts. So I'm doing my best not to hook into anything. You know what I mean? But I'm wondering if I'm doing something wrong.
Well, the dark net is definitely, yeah. I mean, it doesn't take long to pick up stuff there. Peter wanted me to go there, and I was like, no, Pete, I really don't want to go there.
I opened one page, saw one thing, and went, nope, not going in there. I didn't even go into it. I just saw the first thing, and I went, nope, not going into it.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. Good
I
work.
can help.
Yeah.
I mean,
You had all those vampires around you that we were able to pull you out of too. And some of these others. It's like some really, bad entities, but it's like we're uncovering new ones that you didn't see before.
well, yeah, that's with what Shiva did, right? When you said he pulled out. Whoa. Sorry, something just hit my head, went through my thigh, and hit my foot. Something just pierced
Undo
me.
it. Ask to undo whatever they just did.
I asked to undo whatever. Ow, they're hitting me again. This is weird. It's inside my brain. Undo anything that was
Shut
being
down.
done to me right now.
Yeah, and shut down, delete, and uninstall any and all implants, and ask to have them extracted.
Shut down, delete, and uninstall any and all implants, and I'm asking this to be extracted. There's something that's been in my head for a while.
I think they just took it out.
It was like a light blue. It was metallic. God, that's been in there for a while.
Yeah, it looked like a patch.
Yeah.
And it had these little like little bumps, like had some kind of maybe, but it almost reminded me of like a Band-Aid in a way. It was really weird.
I saw the patch. I could see the patch. At first, it looked like almost
little dots in the inside.
That was control. Something in that, like I got hit with it. I felt it, and I felt it in my thigh and in my foot, like it was controlling something on this side.
Yeah.
Boy, you're not kidding when you talk about getting rid of old crap now.
Yeah, and then also plus your eye. Maybe that was affecting your eye as well.
Oh yeah. Oh goodness. I hope that does get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
God, that was weird. That was like inside my brain. I could feel like it wasn't hurting outside. It was like inside. Who the hell did that?
It's the stuff that they do with the super soldiers too. They put like these implanted stuff in there. It's crazy.
Well, I'm glad we're getting to it now. It's like one layer after the other. I still am interested in this whole Shania Twain, Ike Turner, Ivan stuff because I'm pretty sure I got connected into Urantia from there. And I think it could have been also through that girlfriend. So I'm sure that was part of it. We're going to get there. I'm glad we're...
Plus there's Vivian, right?
I saw myself at court named Vivian, and then I don't know what the Vivian looks like that knew, but I knew an aspect had been taken from me. I wonder if that tree, those eggs, are like aspects of you, Ishtar, that were being handed out.
Yeah, probably. That might be. Yeah, like using some of my life force. Yeah.
Still don't understand this. This strap that I had, it was a leather strap here, and it covered here. Strapped my head, and it was above here, like to keep me closed. Saw it 3 times while in those instances. No idea what that is. Maybe not for me to scream or something?
Possibly, yeah.
Well, I took them off, and we're out of it now. Jess, you're, as usual, always amazing.
Good work.
You have been listening to Andromeda Talks Radio. Join us on YouTube channel Jessica Errol Morocco and visit her website at www.readingsbyariel.com.